All right. So, I just failed a run with the Pathfinder. Gonna take up another run. Don't know which class yet. Let's figure it out. So yes, after you fail a run, you get brought to this screen to pick a blessing. That's basically like Neo and Slay the Spire. I'm gonna choose one. Out of all these, I think 200 wealth is maybe the best. I suppose the potions could technically bring you more longevity, but I think I've noticed that I like to get runes at the beginning of the game because I think they're fairly powerful. And as the game progresses, I want to use them to... early in the game, sorry, there are encounters that you might want to spend money at. And I never have enough. I feel left out. So we're going with that. Alright, class-wise, so again, I put in a lot of time on the archers. I just failed a run on the Pathfinder here. I was interested in the Berserker, and I'm kind of interested in the Summoners as well. I played the Summoner quite a bit. I did like a run in a bit. But I'm curious about the Berserker. I feel like let's get a handle of all of the melee classes. Yeah, difficulty 3, 8 to 10, 100, so pretty well rounded here. Their ultimate ability, gain the power of lifesteal for the turn. Oh, that's cool. And the amount of HP they recover with every hit depends on the number of charges they spend. So again, this is one where it benefits to use a lot of charges. Considering the fact that we're trying to get lifesteal out of it, a little iffy. Their ultimate ability is charged with every hit they suffer, so you want to get hit in order to activate lifesteal from your ultimate. It's very interesting. When you're below 50% HP, gain 1 energy. Wow, that seems strong for this game. I'm on board. Let's just see what's going on here. Oh, for whatever reason, that screen just made me look bald. That wasn't actually my own choice. I don't really care about that. Alright. Okay, so my typical first... It's nice and sunny out. Oh, it's kind of cool. I never really noticed that happen before. I assume it will get dark and gloomy pretty soon. So, runestone style. I think I want max HP on this class, actually. Pick that up. On the offensive side, extra card on the first turn is kind of okay. Increase everyone's damage by 10%. Wow. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. Alright, let's equip those up. So this is a class where I think it would do well to have armor. Since with armor I have the option to take a lot more hits slowly and then heal up using my ultimate ability. So again, the boss is over here on the left side. I'd like to go through the levels by clearing out the opposite side and working back. I think I will just hit this one first because otherwise it's pretty far out of the way. And I know this is an easy battle, and I don't need to have my word candle light very strong. How many charges do I need? Gain lifesteal to the end of turn. 4 will give me 25% lifesteal. 12 will give me 100%. Okay, well, I think we're going to allow that to happen. Fortify. Gain 25 armor till the end of turn. Retaliate 5 per hit till the end of turn. And ability. So right now I have the option to block or fortify. This really changes the math on how you typically play a game like this. Typically, you're playing a game like this, you don't want to take damage. That's like an ultimate rule. Don't take damage. It's the one thing that you kind of preserve across your runs. However, you know, lifesteal changes the math on that quite a bit, since it's pretty big healing. This explicitly wants me to take hits, at least, if not damage specifically. What does this do? Deal 1 hit for 7 to 10, reduce the enemy's armor by 25 for 2 turns. And the more HP I'm missing, the more damage this does. Seems pretty good. Okay, 20 barrier, or lose 25% of my current HP. I think we're going to let that happen, right? So, yeah, let's go with the armor here. Just reduce the damage I'm taking overall. Crawling fire. Hit with an attack. Ooh, and that also boosted my damage. Turn. Sure exactly what where that came from. Oh, that boosted the enemy's damage. It's just a little bit of a quirk from this UI here. Girl feels like she's wearing a diaper here. Fit of these pants is a little odd. Okay, so we got 13 to 18 plus the armor reduction. Let's take it. Small strikes is just good damage. Okay, so real choices again. Deal 1 hit for 150% damage to a random enemy and chain. Gain 10 armor for the next 3 turns and chain. Next turn, increase your damage by 100%. That seems pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's not immediate, but it is powerful. I've seen a lot of power in the archer classes by doing these damage boosts. I'm kind of liking these chain aspects too, right? This one here, likely to be 30 armor. Seems pretty good defensively. 30 armor for 3 turns if I'm playing a whole bunch of other cards. Let's give it a shot. I kill an enemy, gain 50 armor in 1 enemy. Seems decent. First 3 hits in combat, reduce the armor of all enemies by 25. That seems decent as well. Start of each combat, deal 1 hit for 125% damage to a random enemy. Deal 25% more damage for every 10% of HP lost. Is that my own HP? Because if it is, that's great. We're going to take it, hoping that that's what it means. I'll have to investigate that in my upcoming combats here. Alright, let me just make sure that there's nobody here. Sometimes that happens. Seems like it's... Yeah, we'll grab this guy as well. Okay, so... Rampage. Deal 2 to 3 more damage for every 10% HP lost. I think it's just referring to this one attack, which is not great, truthfully. Not what I'm looking for. Alright. And a one-turn kill. Okay. Obviously that passive helped a lot in allowing me to achieve that. Again, these single enemies, these ones that are right at the front of the map, they're always pretty easy to kill. Which is why I'm fighting them in the complete darkness right now. All those abilities. Okay, so now the fights are actually going to be difficult. Or at least more difficult. Trying to get a lay of the land here. Hoping there was a stone nearby. Seemed to be the case. Alright, it's time to candle up, start fighting. Or real packs of enemies. Okay. So I think I'll take the block and maybe I'll even get a kill. Stun an enemy. Not gain 10 barrier next turn. Let's see what happens. The small strikes here. Okay. Okay. So I could stun somebody, take the block, or I think I'll take the armor and get this retaliate going. Alright. So now I've got the barrier, 2 low damage attacks coming in. So, start with the strikes. Okay, didn't take out the guy that I was hoping it would. Yeah, I think I'm going to secure that kill. And then we'll... This is 30 armor for 3 turns. Yeah, let's do that. Oh! I have extra energy because I'm low health. I forgot, it's huge bonus for this class. And here I am not putting it to use. Very, very stupidly. Wow. It's... The options it opens up, having that, is quite a lot. Yeah, let's just go deep on the armor, since I know I'm not going to get that kill. Okay, I think my health is about where I want it to be, right? A little bit under half. So let's yeah, so lifesteal lasts the whole turn, not just one hit. But, you know, we'll block, attack, and fortify. Not that I think that's gonna do anything for me. And here we'll turn on the lifesteal. Yeah, we want to be right under 70. That's the target zone for us. So max HP is going to be good for this class because you need that buffer to play with. Where you're going to be taking damage and then healing back up, going back and forth like that. Okay, more attacks, more abilities. 6 hits of 33 damage and reduces armor. It costs 2, however, but it is basically a 200% attack. Kinda not sold on that. Retaliate with 1 hit, dealing 50% of the damage received from every hit this turn. So, does that set me up for the future, or does that mean I must have gotten it last turn? This double block card is something I wish I would have seen before. Holy fuck, 2 blocks for 1 energy? That's good. That's good. I'm going to try this retaliate thing. We're going to lean into what this class professes to do. But that block card, I like it. Let's put it that way. We got armor for a turn. I still don't think I'm going to pass up on this Amaryllis card. It is just great value. Okay. Just trying to get an idea of what my route's going to be through this area. Okay, and I hit the guy that you basically don't want to be hitting. So, good job there, me. Gonna use that card. Attack, and since I'm not gonna take any damage this turn due to that block, we'll just up my armor for the subsequent turns. Okay, that's right. So the way that chain cards work is you must play other cards of the same type. Stun a random enemy or gain 5 armor. I think we'll take the stun. Okay, and it landed on the one guy who's immune to stun, who I didn't want to stun anyways. So, a little bit of a waste there. And does that happen now or later? I didn't take any hits last turn. It says this turn. So, let's take the hits this turn. Use that card. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so yeah, that does turn it on like a shield, almost. Take these 2 hits. Okay, and then yeah, it does the retaliate as expected. So if I activate this, am I gonna be at lifesteal wise? 5%. Oh. Take out this guy. Oh my gosh, that didn't kill him. That is unfortunate. The first time I'm ever going to use this throwing knife. I'm not really a fan of it as a consumable, but get use while you can, right? Okay, and he summoned some little punk, is I think what I'll call him. If I had 2 blocks, I would feel more comfortable just letting him live, but alas, I don't. Counter-strike, block, fortify, stronghold for the armor boost. Okay. So we got attack, and we'll stun him out. So I don't have to deal with another enemy. And this will in fact be the turn of let's try to get some lifesteal. Oh, I can't even activate it because I haven't been hit enough. Okay, well, we'll have to allow that to come through in a future battle. Okay, Berserker Potion, kind of cool. I'm a fan of that.
What was once a lively tavern, suddenly a small man with a red nose approached. It's a mix of sweat, ale, and piss, with a subtle note of rotten grapes sprinkled on top. He looks like a caricature of a dancing fairy, But this fairy happens to be the drunkest, hairiest.
Come on, take a sip. Isn't that wonderful? Let your brain...
Yeah, let's take that sip.
No idea what.
Now, we fight.
Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Alright. Is this a race? Am I trying to race this guy? I think I'm gonna play it as though that is the case. Right, so we're letting them hit me to get those retaliates. They're decent on damage. They're charging my ult. Yep, gonna turn on the counter-strike here. Turn on this. I'm gonna use the Amaryllis because I have nothing better to do. Attack. I'm definitely not strong enough to kill him. This is unfortunate. I think I'm gonna need to block that. And let's double my damage this turn. I got that block coming out anyways, right? Okay, 3 attacks coming through this turn. Stun him out. Gain 10 damage. Next turn, lose 50 armor. Okay, we're gonna take that. Stun him out. Smack him good. Yep, just gonna use everything I got here. Hopefully I will get a rune stone. I'll level up at least. 10% of your max HP, draw 2 cards. Their cost is reduced by 1 this turn. Pretty nice for this class. Deal 1 hit for 75% damage. If the enemy intends to attack, stun it. That's kind of cool. I like that contextual stun there. The nice thing is the damage is forever, and the stun is just a bonus, let's say. Duplicate the next card. Yeah, that would be nice for Stronghold and Fortify. Fire, like, yeah, it just seems decent. This one seems more powerful, though. I'm gonna take the Power of Word. Increase my max HP by 2 after each victorious combat. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Because that's constantly scaling. Whenever I receive a hit, gain 10 armor next turn. And start with 4 ultimate charges. That actually seems pretty good for this class. 4 is the cutoff to be able to get the lifesteal. Really help me more accurately manage my health. I'm gonna take this max HP though. That just feels really good.
Collapses, and among these, you find a crumpled piece of paper. You can't.
Okay, that was interesting. Actually kind of cool. Oh, the florist? Still there? Can I just keep buying cards from him? Is that how that works? Candle up again. Okay, so these two guys are identical. One's already hurt. That basically confirms my game plan. So let's Guys, let's take a block, take a fortify. Back you. Yeah, crawling fire again, just decent damage. Attack. Attack. Do I want to block this? Well, there's nothing to block. So we'll fortify just for the giggles. Small strikes. Okay. This 4 cards a turn business, I'm kind of liking it. Probably should not have taken the free card where I thought my options were basically even. So I'm going to merge this, even though I don't think it's going to give me any value. I will merge this because it will definitely give me value. Max HP by 50. Yeah. The reason this polished tier isn't going to give me any value is because I don't like these just on the first turn of combat. In some classes, the 75% damage boost can be huge for the first couple turns, but not this one. I don't think, at least. Cards, gain a level, get a legendary card. I think I will take the level. I feel like this is a combo-rific class, and getting a lot of passives is going to be really helpful. I got draw 3, which is really good considering I have the energy. Random attack, I poo-pooed this before. I still don't think I like it. Quick counter, deal 1 hit for 100 damage and chain. I'm going to take that. That card draw does seem like value. Crazy? Like, am I not getting passives every level? Is this part of the deal with this class or something? Thought you got passives at basically every level. Alright, this is the Treasure Guardian. I got this Blood Altar here. Battle. Maybe the Blood Altar is what I'm gonna want. Again, I hit the guy that you don't want to hit. Seems to be a trend. I think I'll take the damage this turn. It doesn't look insane. I'll use the counter strike. Let's use this first. Reduce the damage of all enemies by 20%, increase the rent. Yeah, okay, I think we'll do that. Up. Attack. Strikes. Counter strike. Fortify. Got like, what, 7 damage coming in or something? I can block 3. I think I'm going to want to make sure that I trigger my ultimate. So let's take the hits. And that card is just too much value to not use for the most part. Take the strikes. Use this for the chaining. Dead. Okay, I really only want you to hit me once. Okay. It's the way that we'll manage that, I think. Yeah, there's a chance that he kills me if all those attacks come to me. I think we're gonna just have to take him out. Okay, so now you're attacking me. Three to 5. Okay, that's fine. Counter strike. Hit me. Right. I will be able to, on my life steal, steal way less life than I anticipated. That was a net loss there. I think I need to look at more armor for this class, perhaps?
These crystals were already here.
Okay, so you pray here. I remember this from previous encounters. By giving health. Get some health first. Sacrifice HP for max HP. Sacrifice HP for wealth. Hard. Right, we're gonna go down the max HP path pretty hard here. Right. Statistics, it's not here. 184 of my max HP. Sitting at now. Fight this battle here. Okay, I've got one attack incoming from this guy. He's a redirector. I'm not gonna bother to block this turn. That's how it looks. I could counter strike and stun. Oh, wrong card. Okay. In the case, this looks good to me. Block? I think I just want to block. Okay, so this guy's got a lot of damage. Basically guarantees. Block again. Damage coming through this turn. Reduce everyone's armor. Yeah, why not? Strikes. In a row. Jesus. And even after reading it, I still fucked up. Oh man. Like that should have just been a kill. Okay. Seeking Traveler, what do you got to say to me?
This is a familiar.
You again.
You tell him about your meeting with the witch. He looks at you with desperation and confusion on his face. Then, although you...
I'm here, and I see you, friend.
It's the witch speaking through you.
That's way cool.
What? What's going on?
I know what you've been looking for. I know that you didn't find it. And I know that it's lost forever.
The man buries his face in his hands.
They're gone. You're alone now. But that doesn't mean that you have to be lonely forever.
He gazes up at you as if you must be his savior. You have no idea what's happening, much less what to say. You can muster only a few paltry platitudes, sounding a bit like, even though you realize that these words wouldn't comfort anyone in ordinary circumstances. The man does seem a little bit... Suddenly, he begins to...
The bottle.
Before the witch's voice stops ringing in your ears. You've been wandering through the weirdness so long that it does...
Now get back to me. Yes, I can see that you're back.
And now she's just here?
To be sure that you're actually real. But we'll get back. Now let's get back to the poor soul trapped in that vessel.
She gently takes the artifact out of your hands and chants something over it.
Easy. Don't be afraid.
Her voice is gentle.
Here, you won't find what you're looking for.
You hear something running.
Here, meet your new friend.
The wolf stops by.
The man you met wasn't a man. He was a purpose. Some time ago, he might have been a wolf, or a dog, or anything else. But weirdness gave a different shape to his desire. His desire was simple. To find the family he belonged to. And now that he's found a new family, he's finally back to a more suitable self. Congratulations, you saved a soul.
That's quite interesting. That's I like the lore in this game. It's really cool. It's it's just interspersed.
Find me again and we'll talk about visiting the village. You see? I remembered.
Yeah, so like I like the lore and I wish there was you can get it, I guess, more concentrated in a way. The setting is really cool. I really love it. Like I'm just generally a fan of the Arthurian legend style. This medieval era, I think, is just a great setting to talk through human drama, for lack of a better word, just human emotions, the human condition, let's call it. Because life was just a lot simpler back then. But it was still full of problems. That all pretty universal, right? Anyways, it's a great setting, and there's a lot of really cool stuff in this game with the weirdness and this kind of broken reality, and you get to see these like little vignettes kind of thrown in with these characters and the stories that are being told. And I guess I would love to just read it in something of more of a short story form rather than very, very thinned out version we get in a game like this. And he's a good boy. Can't move the camera. That's cool. That's cute. Right. So this will be the first really difficult fight with this class. I really did not want to do that. As far as I know, killing these guys helps this dude. And basically, I think when stuff dies, they get replaced with unkillable things, which I kind of think I want to avoid. Right. Summon the dog. Oh, way cool. Disappears on its own after combat ends. I definitely want to see what this does. 4 damage. He's a little special. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for the double block. Do that now. I'll play it, but it's useless. Yeah, these little guys, they're just gonna attack me every turn. Still a hit for 16 to 23. I don't think there's a reason. Pet the dog. Okay. It stacks and makes it happy. What? Okay. So weird. Cute. That's weird. Alright, so I got 3 attacks coming through. For 8 to 10. 6 and 1 to 4 to 5. I just want to stun that 8 to 10. Can't double block. Yeah, I think we'll go with the stun the 8 to 10. Okay, and use the flute. It's gonna reduce incoming damage here. Alright, so this turn, I don't think pet the dog's worth it. It would be really cool if you like really pet him up and he gets super happy or something, but something tells me that's not the case. I think we will use small strikes, falling fire, and then we'll unfortunate that that is continuously hitting this dude here. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna block that big hit. Fortify and stronghold. Can I use it again? No. Okay, so I think I can stun that center guy. Took 2 damage last turn, which is decent. Alright, so we'll stun you. This should get the kill. Turn on my counter strikes and fortify. Yeah, that was definitely the better choice in terms of overall damage reduction. Okay, so kind of need to be able to stun him this turn. Or at least get another block, so have to use a consumable. Okay, we got the stun. Let's take that. Fortify. Out an attack. Okay, I think I crossed the second threshold. I did. Okay. which means I will get lifesteal. Still doesn't bring me enough. 50% damage reduction. Fortify. Stronghold for even more armor. Do I want to bother with the lifesteal? I don't think I do. So now's a good time to heal myself. The good time metric being so I don't die. Okay, so here to heal up. It's only till the end of turn. Guess we're gonna figure out if that combos. I want to do that. By Counter Strike. You know, let's do it and see if it works the way I hope it does. I have to use this just so I don't accidentally die. Might as well pet the dog here. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, so unfortunately, didn't get the lifesteal I was hoping for. And this guy is just scaling so much faster than I am here. It's a problem. Am I gonna live through this? Bother with the math, but not risk it. Okay, the damage numbers this turn are much more reasonable. I think I'm gonna heal up. For whatever reason, that armor gain didn't really seem to affect anyone's damage output, which is always concerning when I see that happen. Okay, what do we got here? Stun a random enemy. Gain 5 barrier. See how the small strikes land. Definitely not enough for a kill. Go with block, fortify. Burned through quite a few resources in this fight. Doesn't bode well. Okay, well, that's pretty rough. Pretty rough, I think. A lot of livers. It's gonna do me much good. So I'll get that in my combat bar. All in. Increase the damage I deal by 50%. Relatively crap compared to other cards that provide similar effects. Counter. Gain 1 block for each enemy alive. This seems like it's something that I'm going to want, especially considering I can afford the 2 energy. Mark an enemy for the next 2 turns. Each hit it receives while marked reduces their armor by 10. Okay, so this is like if I'm going to go deep on somebody. We're going to take this counter. I feel like I need the defense. That seems pretty cool. Got some free attacks. And a bunch of chain attacks. If I kill an enemy, deal 1 hit for 50 damage. Okay, that doesn't seem good enough. I have less than 25 HP. Gain 40 armor. This is exactly the kind of thing that this class wants. Gain defense just by almost dying.
You found what was protected by this beast. A stash of... When you filled...
Cool, so a bunch of cash, armor, a weapon slot, or weird shards. Armor would normally be good. I want to take stone slot. Okay. I guess the dog's sticking around then. That wasn't just a one battle thing. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to call this quits for now. Hope you've been enjoying this. Hope you love seeing the doggo. Have a good one, guys.